All right, here is my review of Young Thug's mixtape. I Came From Nothing, too. This mixtape came out a few months later, in 2011. So the first mixtape came out, I think it said like March or something like that, 2011 or June, and then this one came out like December, towards like December 20th or something like that. So same year as the previous mixtape. Um, this is not this is not Thugger's Lane. This traditional rap shit is not Thugger's Lane. Um, this mixtape was also miles longer than the first one. This mixtape, I'll look it up later, but it's had at least 15. No, sorry, at least 17 tracks on it. I need to hold up. I'm gonna look at this. But anyways, like his first mixtape was half as long. This one is this one's easily double in length. It was an hour and 20 minutes, I think. Um, to listen to this for an hour and 20 minutes was not my jam. Yeah, so the first track or the first mixtape had 13 songs on it, not including the intro, so really like 12 songs. Whereas this second album, it has 18 songs on it, and they're all longer too. Sorry, no, 22 songs. 22 songs. So you went from 13 to 20, really 12 to 22 songs. Um, so I literally had to sit through twice as much of basically the same shit. I will say though, I will give him credit. There are improvements. It's not exactly the same. There are improvements. Um, I don't know where I should start with the good or the bad. Um, I'll start with the bad because I want to end on a positive note. Okay. So he's still using these beats. Like, I mean, I know there's better beats back in 2011. Like, I was listening to rap back then, you know? Um, yeah, mainly all I listened to was like Tyler and Bino, but like there was other rappers, especially coming up around 2012 too, like ASAP Mob, um, TDE. Like, I mean, Atlanta, I don't think was popping around 2011, 2012. They're like more 2013, 14, really like 2015 era is when like Atlanta started really popping again. But yeah, these beats are just not it. Um, Good amount of them are trash. I stopped taking notes halfway through because I just was writing negative stuff nonstop. And I decided to really only note the good songs that I liked. Um, which ratio, like, I like more songs on this project, but ratio wise, it's roughly the same. Um, there's just a lot more songs on this project. So yeah, the beats for the most part were not great. Um, there's a decent amount of features, not a ton, but a decent amount of features. Which is actually a lot of he sticks with a lot of the same people. I'll give him credit for that though. Like Lil Duke, who I've seen later. Who else is on here? Uh, well, Stunner. I've seen a few of these names before, so he sticks with the same home. It's just cool. Oh, Future's on the song. I didn't even realize that song. I realized Future was on that song. But yeah, it's a lot of the same beats as previous. A lot of those like DJ, drama era beats or whatever. Um, so yeah, the rapping is kind of the same as the previous album. Once again, he's actually rapping, like normal bars or whatever. But the lyrics aren't great. There's maybe 3 or 4 songs that I feel like have actual content, whereas the rest are just kind of rapping about whatever. Which is, I mean, I don't expect like content from Young Thug, but like he makes up with a lack of content with other things, but not on this project. Um, so yeah, it was way too long. So it's way too long. It's boring for the most part. Um, he could have cut this down to 10. He could have cut this down to 7. And there would still be some bad songs. Um, yeah. So, what's good about it? Or improvements, I should say. First, in this project, about halfway through, we start to get elements of what will be Thugga in all his magnificence. Um, he's using a little more melody in his voice in this project. It's not a time that's nowhere where we'll get later on with like the Barter Six and Forward. Um, but it's you could see it there. He doesn't sound like Wayne yet by any means. Like when the first time I heard Young Thug, I swear to God, I thought it was Lil Wayne, just drugged out or whatever. But yeah, he has elements of what will be his future self. Again, it's a little more melodic, and towards the second half of the project, it's a lot. He's using that kind of melody in his voice a lot. He's not like really, but the tracks, the beats aren't super melodic, so they don't really do a ton though. He's just kind of using like a little more, but it's still bar. Like if I had to put like a meter between bar and then melody, it's still a little more bar, but it's closer to the melody, whereas the first one was more bar. Um, yeah. So a little bit of that. I know I said the features were kind of like whatever, but for the songs I did like, I think most of them actually were the feature songs. Um, Pretty good. So I'll start with that. So the songs I did like, God, dude. So the first song I like is the eighth track. Ooh. It's called "Fuck My Tattoos." He's saying girls wants to fuck his tattoos. Whatever. Obviously not content really, but the beat is decent, and he's like, he's like legit rapping on it. Um, yeah, it has a nice rhythm, and nice little melody. Then it's back to trash, and then the next song I like is "Above Them Niggas," which that is track 11. That one has a good beat. Feature heavy track, but all of them sound pretty decent on it. Um, you know, that's kind of I guess more what I expect from like this era of rap, the beat and everything. But yeah, and then track 17, he has a track called "Fuck 12," which isn't like a great track, but it's cool. I like it. Um, Once again, feature heavy. And then last track, 22nd track, "They Killing Niggas," which is cool. I like the hook a lot. Um, Not great hook, but I like it. And there's somewhat content. That's four tracks out of a 22 track project. Which makes sense because I think only like two tracks out of his previous project versus 12, so almost the same ratio. But yeah, this is just not it. Oh my god, I hope I get to see the next form of Thugger soon. Because I'll tell you this right now. If somebody would have shown me these two projects before I ever heard Young Thug or whatever, if these two projects were the first time I've heard of Young Thug, I never would have given her a chance. Ever. Ever. Once again, I'm glad I came in, became a Thug fan later on, and found him when he was much later in his career. And also, though, to give him credit, like Kanye, I done a review. I don't even know if he had mixtapes before College Dropout, but like I didn't review any of his previous like early stuff. Like if I would have done, I don't know, if you look at Kendrick's earliest stuff, it's not great. It's not quality. It's probably pretty boring. And consider for a lot of rappers, so I'll give it that. Like this is like literally his first projects, and they're not studio albums or anything. They're just little like street mixtapes, and so, um, yeah, so I'll give him that, but even still, they're not great. So, anyways, that's all I have to say for that. His next project is "I Came From Nothing 3." And I am hoping that this one's better. It scares me because once again, it's the same name, which makes me feel like it's a continuation of the same sound. But "I Came From Nothing 3" is the last of the "I Came From Nothing" series, and then he switches on to uh, different albums or different mixtapes. So I hope "I Came From Nothing 3" is better, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Deuces.